quite an event, and I'm glad most of it is gone because Rake a Difference happens tomorrow for United Way. So we are very busy, and I am running on 5 hours sleep. So I'm so sorry if for some reason I botch anything this evening. It's because I haven't caffeinated appropriately. My name is Zach East. I'm with United Way of Southwest Michigan, one of our sponsors. I also, of course, have worked with Moody on the Market and Midwest Family Broadcasting for the last 22 years, and I am very proud to be the awards director for Moody on the Market and our Bold Women of Business, Best Places to Work, and 40 Under 40 awards series that's been in existence for quite some time now, nearly 10 years, and is the brainchild of this gentleman here to my right. Before we get started this evening, I want to take a moment to recognize a few groups of folks that helped make our awards possible for this evening, and of course pay for them so you don't have to. A very big thank you to our presenting sponsors, the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber, Silver Beach Pizza, the Inn at Harbor Shores, Sturgis Bank, United Way of Southwest Michigan, South Bend International Airport, and our supporting sponsors, Insurance Management Service, New Heights Auto Service, and the Mason Jar Cafe. Without their financial support of the program, we wouldn't be able to cover all of the costs of making sure that you get to have an awesome event this evening and truly accept these honors. And let's give them a big hand. And as mentioned, we are lucky enough to have the retired namesake of Moody on the Market with us, Pat Moody. We'll hear a bit from him right now. Patrick?
Thank you. Thank you, Zach, and good evening. It's a real honor to welcome you to the Bold Women of Business Awards ceremony, where we come together here tonight to celebrate strength, vision, and leadership clearly in action. Each year, this event recognizes women, you, who have not only achieved excellence in your professions, but who have done so with courage, authenticity, and purpose. You are women who lead with conviction, innovation, and creativity, and inspire others to rise to their fullest potential. Each year, this program shines a spotlight on women who are not only excelling in their fields, but also lifting others as they rise, women who lead with vision, compassion, and boldness. This year, we received nearly 100 nominations, which each telling the story of a woman making a profound impact in business, in community service, and in the lives of those that she touches. From that outstanding group of nearly 100, 20 of you extraordinary honorees chosen to represent the Bold Woman of Business class of 2025. That means that for every one of you who is here tonight to receive an award, you beat out at least 4 or 5 others who didn't make it in, didn't make the grade. Congrats. That's pretty cool. Tonight we do celebrate each of you. You embody what it means to be bold, visionary, yet grounded, ambitious, yet compassionate, determined, yet humble. Your entrepreneurs, your executives, your educators, your advocates and innovators, your mentors, your problem solvers, and your change makers. You lead not just through words, but through action. And you challenge barriers. You challenge the status quo. You champion your teams and you inspire those around you to dream bigger and to do better. And you create opportunity wherever you go. And while tonight is a chance to tell your stories and a celebration of what you have achieved thus far, it is also an invitation, a call, if you will, to keep going. Continue to lead boldly, even when the path is uncertain. Continue to lift others, even when it would be easier to just move forward alone. Continue to speak up, to take risks, to trust your instincts, and to believe that your work can indeed change lives, because it does. Boldness is not a single moment. It's a mindset. It's the choice to act with courage every day, to see possibility and challenge, and to inspire others to do the same. The impact you've already made is remarkable, but the influence you will carry forward is truly limitless. On behalf of the Moody on the Market team, our sponsors, and everyone gathered here tonight, congratulations, Bold Woman of Business class of 2025. We are proud to honor your achievements, your leadership, and your boldness. Keep shining, keep leading, keep being bold. The future needs more of exactly who you are. Thank you very much, and congratulations once again.
It's always hard to follow that. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Patrick. And while Pat does not oversee the award series anymore. We are actually still fortunate enough to have his assistance as one of our judges. And the way that the judging process works is that we typically have winners from the past that are judges of this award. So they know what to look for. They get together with Pat digitally, in a sense, and they review all of your nominations. So I'd like to please thank our judges besides Pat, Sarah Swears, Danielle Persky, and Denise Peters. If you're here, please come on up and let's give them a big hand, please. Come on up. We have a very nice gift for you here, which you can model and fashion whatever you'd like. But it's a nice little digital, for your tablet and laptop and such. So congratulations, and thank you so much for your help. Now, as mentioned, the judges' decisions are made independently by this group of past winners and Pat. And what we want to be clear of is that the sponsors of the event have no ability to buy an award for anybody that is part of the people being honored this evening or anyone in the past. It's truly an independent judging system. Therefore, those of you who won or have won in the past, you truly can revel in the fact that you are among the best. You were chosen in quite an independent structure. And we are very proud of that since the day that we put this award together. Each person that you hear about is actually living or working or both from Berrien, Cass, and Van Buren counties. They have not been a Bold Women of Business winner in the past, and they represent the best of the best in our community as a professional and civic leader. In addition, the judges present, in addition to the judges present for this evening, we do have some sponsors that would also like to say hello to you as well, and I'd like to invite Arthur Havlicek from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber to kick us off, please. No pressure.
Yeah. So I talked to Zach in the hallway, and I was pretty sure I was like, yeah, I don't need to say anything. So mid-bite, excellent timing. Hey, everybody. Arthur Havlicek with the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber of Commerce. We're proud to be one of the sponsors for the Moody on the Market Award Series, both the 40 Under 40 and the best places to work, because, obviously as a Chamber of Commerce, we think celebrating success in the workplace and successful workplaces is very important, because success begets success, success inspires success. And, I was thinking on my way here, and it's something that I've been noticing, it's a trend. Female employees make up predominantly the workforce these days, especially here in Southwest Michigan and in Berrien County. And we're seeing more and more females take on, an entrepreneurship role, leadership role in the companies. They're starting companies at a higher rate. They're leading companies at a higher rate, and they're running successful companies at a higher rate anymore. So really on my way here, I was thinking the folks that were awarded tonight represent the best of the best, right? The best of this up and coming group. So you have a lot to be proud of. For the rest of us, we're very thankful for all you do for our community, and special shout out to my wife, who's a recipient tonight. She's my favorite award winner of them all. So thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to invite Brady Cohen, who is the general manager of this beautiful facility that you are in and enjoying drinks and dinner in. Brady, please come on up.
All right. Thank you, guys. I recognize a lot of you, so congratulations. We love being a part of this event. Actually, all of the Moody Award events that Elizabeth and Zach and Lorraine collaborate on. So congratulations to all of you ladies. This is about the ladies, and it's got all these guys up here talking about. So I don't know why they invited me to speak. Usually it's Elizabeth, but she said I had to do it tonight. So we always get this reputation of being some fancy, super expensive place, but it's honestly, we encourage you all to come enjoy us, especially during the off season, right? We have lots of happy hour specials, all kinds of things. We just did a $3 million renovation on our guest rooms, and January 5th, we're tearing up the entire lobby downstairs. We're gonna have a whole new renovation. You guys are the first ones to know about it, but you won't recognize it when you walk in probably about March. So thank you guys all again for being a part, and I think the ladies wanted me to share. I think 8 out of our 11 managers in the building are female staff members. So they do make a huge impact in our world every day. So especially I'd like to congratulate Elizabeth, who's been with us now for over 10 years, going on 11. So congratulations to all of you, especially Elizabeth, who's been with us for a long time. So enjoy your night. It's all about you. Thank you.
And I'd like to invite Stephanie Timmer from Sturgis Bank and Trust to come up and say a few words as well, please.
Well, good evening, bold women of business. I'm Stephanie Timmer with Sturgis Bank, and I was thinking about this. I think bold women in business might be my favorite group of people. So congratulations to all of the honorees tonight, especially to Kate Seaman, who is one of my colleagues at Sturgis Bank. And I get to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is Sturgis Bank. And so I'm looking around the room and all of these driven women in here, and you're shaping our communities, our businesses, and our future. And at Sturgis Bank, we believe that being bold isn't just about taking risks. It's about building relationships, creating opportunities, and empowering people to make things happen. And that is exactly what we have been doing at Sturgis Bank for 120 years. When you bank with Sturgis Bank, you're not banking with an 800 number or a call center. You're banking with real people who live here, who work here, and who truly care about your success. Our team members are your neighbors, your customers, and your biggest supporters. We believe that the best decisions are made right here by people who understand our community, who understand our communities, and who understand our dreams. The power of local decision-making is the best kind of decision-making by people who understand our community, our business, and our dreams. And when you need answers, it comes from across the desk and not across the state. At Sturgis Bank, we offer real solutions for real lives, from business lending to home ownership, from private banking that tailors financial services to meet your goals, and to trust and wealth management services that help you plan confidently for your future. Because at the heart of it all, we don't just see numbers, we see people. Sturgis Bank's been a part of the fabric of the Southwestern Michigan for over 120 years. We've helped people buy their first homes. We've helped businesses expand and grow. And we've stood by our communities, not just as bankers, but as volunteers, mentors, and friends. When we say let's grow home, we mean it. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. It's a promise to invest in our people, our communities, and the dreams that make this place that we love truly feel like home. So to all the women, the bold women in business in this room, Sturgis Bank is here for you. We're proud to be your partner, your advocate, and your bank. And together, we'll continue to build a stronger community. One bold idea, one local decision, and one real relationship at a time. Sturgis Bank, real people, real solutions, local decisions for 120 years and counting. Thank you.
Big thank you to all of our sponsors for your encouragement and kind words for our winners this evening. And I also want to mention that this evening's awards, as you see the cameras out here, are actually being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube when you search for Moody on the Market, as well as the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber Facebook page. So you can tell your friends and neighbors and family members that weren't able to join you this evening to take a look at the live stream. And then after tonight's event is over, it'll be archived there as a recording that you can send to everybody on your social media pages. Tell them to scroll ahead to your part where you win. So no pressure. And a big thank you to Ryan and Joel from Little Red Fern, who have helped us with all of our events for many years, as well as Shelley Fitzpatrick from RC Photography, who will be taking professional photos this evening against our backdrop, and we will be posting those on our Facebook and Instagram. Let's give them a big hand, please. All right, honorees, some quick instructions here. As you might guess, what we're going to do is tell the audience a little bit about you, and then we'll have you actually come up, receive your award, and then we'll walk on over with Pat to the photo area, get your picture taken, and then at the end of tonight's event, we do have a box that goes with your award so that you can avoid dropping it between here and the car. I only speak from experience. I've had it happen. I've had people that have been upset. I don't want that to happen for you. Put it in the box before you leave. That's all I'm saying. All right. So I think we're pretty much good to go here. Oh, and by the way, after we're done with tonight's event, you are free to come on up and take pictures with the backdrop. We'll leave it up for a little while, do some networking, eat more of the food that I'm sure keeps coming out of the kitchen because the Ann Arbor Shores staff takes great care of us. So please grab some more food. All right. Now, get started with our first honoree this evening. Maureen Adams of St. Joseph is the Director of Berrien County Veterans Services, where she works tirelessly to support those who have served our country. Maureen believes that bold women in business show their courage by taking leaps of faith and learning from every experience along the way. She describes herself as confident, fearless, and bright, qualities that have carried her through challenges and victories alike. She's proudest of her work expanding veteran outreach and ensuring that those who have given so much are seen and supported, especially this week. Her inspiration comes from the veterans themselves, whose strength and sacrifice motivate her to keep pushing forward. Maureen's advice to other women is simple: try. In trying, she says, you'll discover resilience you never knew you had. For her, being named a Bold Women of Business winner is a meaningful acknowledgement of service, perseverance, and the impact of leading with heart. Let's have a hand for Maureen Adams. You're welcome. Congratulations. This is the first time I've had a flashback to our 40 under 40 where I have to get flashed at least 80 times, and I'm a little bit blind by the end of the night. Our next honoree is Brandy Carrington of Niles, the principal at Ring Lardner Middle School for Niles Community Schools, where she leads with empathy, determination, and heart. Brandy believes that every woman is bold by nature, and that boldness truly shines when women uplift others and lead with purpose. She describes herself as confident, unafraid, and distinctive, traits that make her both a strong administrator and a trusted mentor to her teachers and students. She says that she was at her best when she stepped into her principal role, working to build a school culture rooted in respect and belonging. Brandy finds daily inspiration in her family and her students, who remind her why leadership built on compassion does matter. Her advice to women is to always believe in yourself, a simple but powerful truth she carries with her every day. To Brandy, being named one of the Bold Women of Business is a meaningful recognition of the impact educators make when they lead with both courage and kindness. Let's have a hand for Brandy Carrington. I should mention, sometimes I put these in somewhat random order, so if you think I skipped your name, you're right, I did. Alloyd Blackman of Stevensville serves as the CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Southwest Michigan, where she leads with purpose and an unwavering belief in young people's potential. She believes that bold women of business show their strength by taking up space, trusting their instincts, and committing to meaningful change even when the path is uncertain. She describes herself as confident, daring, and strong, qualities that guided her as she led her organization through a major renovation that created brighter, more inspiring spaces for our local youth. Her grandmother remains her greatest source of inspiration, a brilliant, fearless woman who taught her the power of persistence and grace. Alloyd's advice to women in Southwest Michigan is to never lose faith in your vision and to embrace every obstacle as an opportunity to grow. To her, being recognized as one of the bold women of business is both humbling and empowering, a celebration of resilience, leadership, and heart. Let's give her a big hand, please. She is very busy and unfortunately couldn't join us because we have plenty of folks who are out of town doing real work. So every once in a while that happens. Our next honoree is Thrajani Contaretti of St. Joseph, the founder of KT's Rasoi Indian Cuisine, where her passion for authentic food and community connection shines through every plate. Thrajani believes that bold women of business show their strength by having the confidence to take risks and the humility to keep learning along the way. She calls herself confident, courageous, and strong, qualities that helped her open and grow a restaurant that is now certainly a local favorite. She remembers her best day vividly, opening day when the crowd was larger than expected, and she managed it all with calm focus and gratitude. Her husband's work ethic and drive continue to inspire her daily, reminding her what's possible through persistence. Thrajani's advice to women in business is to stop overthinking and just start doing. If you have an idea, act on it and let your determination fill in the rest. For her, being named one of the bold women of business is a humbling acknowledgement of how courage, culture, and commitment can turn dreams into lasting impact. Let's have a hand for Thrajani Contaretti. We just had to talk about food, and I haven't had any dinner this evening, so now I am hungry. Our next honoree is Gabriella Havlicek of St. Joseph, who serves as an associate attorney and mediator with Barrett's and Associates PLC, where she works to help people find clarity and resolution during some of life's most challenging moments. Gabby believes that bold women of business are those who act with confidence, conviction, and compassion, women who don't shy away from difficult situations, but instead bring calm and understanding to those situations. She describes herself as confident, bright, and strong, qualities that shine through when she's at her best, teaching parties in conflict to listen and communicate more effectively. Her greatest inspiration comes from her daughters, who motivate her every day to lead with purpose and show them what strength looks like. Her advice to other women is to network often, learn from others, and never stop seeking growth. To Gabriella, being named one of the bold women of business is an honor that celebrates not just her professional achievements, but also the balance of courage and empathy that she brings to all of her cases. Let's give Gabby a big hand, please. Our next honoree is Elizabeth Hacker of Benton Harbor, the Director of Sales and Marketing here at the Inn at Harbor Shores, where she's known for her creativity, resilience, and calm leadership even in the busiest of seasons, aka right now. Elizabeth believes that bold women of business are those who lead with grace under pressure, taking initiative and inspiring others to do the same. She describes herself as confident and bright, someone who thrives when challenges arise and solutions need to be found. around. She says she's often at her best when things don't go as planned, finding new ways to turn unexpected moments into success. Her greatest motivation comes from her 3 daughters and her husband, whose love and encouragement remind her daily of what truly matters. Her advice to other women in Southwest Michigan is to never underestimate themselves and to take chances, even when uncertainty looms. For Elizabeth, being named one of the Bold Women of Business is an honor, a recognition that celebrates perseverance, adaptability, and the strength of believing in yourself no matter the odds. Let's have a hand for Elizabeth Hacker. Our next honoree this evening is Jennifer Eckes of Dowagiac, who serves as the Director of Development at Our Lady of the Lake Catholic School here in St. Joseph, where she brings passion, purpose, and positivity to everything she does. Jennifer believes that bold women of business show courage by stepping outside their comfort zones and embracing opportunities to lead with integrity and heart. She describes herself as courageous, intrepid, and strong, qualities that have guided her in building partnerships and rallying community support. She says she was at her best during the launch of the school's first Turkey Trot fundraiser, an event she helped bring to life through teamwork and creativity. Her greatest inspiration comes from her family, who remind her daily of the importance of balance and faith. Jennifer's advice to women in Southwest Michigan is to lead with purpose and stay true to your values. Success follows when your work reflects who you are. For her, being named one of the Bold Women of Business is a humbling acknowledgement of her dedication to education, community, and service with sincerity. Let's give Jennifer a big hand, please. Our next honoree is Megan Hagley of Niles, the owner and CEO of Pure Aesthetics and Wellness, where she's built a business rooted in confidence, care, and community. Megan believes that bold women of business aren't afraid to prioritize themselves while empowering those around them to do the same. She describes herself as bright, courageous, and strong, qualities that shine through in her leadership and the trust that she's earned from her clients and her team. She says she's at her best when she's advocating for others, helping people feel seen, valued, and beautiful both inside and out. Megan finds daily inspiration in her clients and her staff, who motivate her to keep growing and improving. And her advice to other women is to do things differently when your heart tells you to, even if the path isn't quite traditional. To Megan, being named one of the Bold Women of Business is validating and heartfelt, a reminder that authenticity and courage are the foundation of true success. Let's give Megan a big hand, please. Our next honoree this evening is Elizabeth L. McCree, Esquire of Benton Harbor, an attorney and owner of the law office of Elizabeth L. McCree, PLLC, where she also serves as an instructor, at Andrews University. Elizabeth believes that bold women of business demonstrate their strength by leading with integrity, lifelong curiosity, and an unshakable sense of purpose. She describes herself as strong and distinctive, traits that have shaped her professional journey as both a legal advocate and an educator. She says she's at her best when she helps others see new perspectives, especially when guiding jurists or students toward greater understanding. Her parents and grandparents, who overcame challenges with grace and perseverance, continue to inspire her daily to stay grounded and resilient. Her advice to women in business is to connect with other passionate women in your community. Collaboration, she says, is the key to progress. Being named one of the bold women of business is meaningful to her after what she calls one of the hardest years of her life, serving as proof that courage, faith, and persistence does in fact pay off. Let's give her a big hand. Elizabeth L. McCree, Esquire. Good? Okay, sorry. Shelley's allowed to throw things at me if I try to run away too quickly before she gets a shot. Susie Miller is our next honoree of Baroda, an English teacher and assistant varsity cheer coach at Lakeshore Public Schools, where she spent more than 2 decades inspiring students both in the classroom and beyond. Susie believes that bold women of business demonstrate courage and heart by showing up fully, even when the work is hard and the outcomes are uncertain. She describes herself as bright and distinctive with a natural optimism that lifts others around her. She says one of her best moments came when she stepped up to help lead the cheer program, transforming what became as a small favor into a passion for mentorship and teamwork. Susie finds inspiration in her family and her students, whose enthusiasm reminds her why she teaches. Her advice to other women is to be kind to yourself, take chances, and never underestimate your ability to make a difference in someone's life. To her, being named a Bold Women of Business is more than just an award. It's a celebration of the everyday leaders who bring energy, compassion, and dedication to everything they do. Let's give a big hand to Susie Miller. Oh, I'm sorry. She corrected me. It's actually football, not cheer. Very big difference. Yes. Sorry about that. Am I allowed one mistake per award series? I can't remember.
I'm sorry?
I said, am I allowed one mistake per award series?
One.
Okay, just one. It's my one for the year, and it's at the end. Melanie Owen is our next honoree and she is the co-owner and co-founder of Lacey Ballerina Winery, where she's built more than a business. She's built a welcoming community. Melanie believes that bold women of business lead by example, showing that strength and kindness can coexist beautifully. She describes herself as courageous, bright, and strong, qualities that define both her leadership and her approach to life. She says she's at her best when she's creating and delivering training for her staff, helping them grow in confidence and ability. Her greatest inspiration is her grandma, Nita, a woman who worked hard, raised a family, and faced every challenge with grace and humor. Melanie's advice to women in Southwest Michigan is to surround yourself with a tribe that believes in you and lifts you up, because success is never a solo journey. To her, being named one of the bold women of business is a true honor, one that celebrates the power of persistence, community, and believing in what you've built. Let's have a hand for Melanie Owen. Our next honoree couldn't join us this evening, but we would love to tell you about Alicia Robinson of Benton Harbor, the co-director of the Empowerment Center, where she helps women discover their strength, purpose, and voice. Alicia believes that bold women of business show their boldness by standing firm in who they are and using their gifts to help others rise. She describes herself as confident, courageous, and strong, qualities that shine in her work, creating opportunities to have women learn, grow, and lead. She says she's at her best when she's walking alongside another woman on her journey to self-discovery, providing encouragement and guidance. Her family is her constant source of inspiration, reminding her every day of the power of love and faith in action. Alicia's advice to women in Southwest Michigan is to believe in your value, speak up, even when it's uncomfortable, and never dim your light to make others comfortable. To her, being named one of the bold women of business is a meaningful reminder that empowerment begins when women support one another with strength and authenticity. Let's give Alicia a big hand, please. Our next honoree is Kate Seaman of St. Joseph, the Vice President and Head of Private Banking and Treasury Management at Sturgis Bank, where she combines strategic vision with genuine care for her team and clients. Kate believes that bold women of business show their leadership not just through results, but through the positive impact they make on others. She describes herself as confident, bright, and strong, qualities that have helped her create and lead a high-performing, supportive team at Sturgis. Kate says her proudest professional moments come from mentoring others and watching their success grow. Her family, especially her husband and daughter, inspire her daily to bring her best self to everything that she does. Her advice to women in Southwest Michigan is to stay focused, surround yourself with good people, and make room in your life for ambition and grace. To Kate, being named one of the bold women of business is a deeply meaningful recognition, a celebration of leadership that balances strength, humility, and heart. Let's give Kate a big hand, please. Our next honoree is Kathy Sabo of Bainbridge Township, who works at Lake Michigan College and also leads Eclectic Wellbeing, where she helps people align their personal and professional lives through mindful development. Kathy believes that bold women of business demonstrate their boldness by being authentic, by showing up as their whole selves and encouraging others to do the same. She describes herself as confident, bright, and distinctive, qualities that make her both a teacher and a motivator. She says it's hard to pick just one proud moment, but her best days are when she sees a student or client experience that aha moment of growth and self-awareness. Her children are her greatest inspiration, pushing her to keep evolving and modeling courage and compassion. Her advice to women in Southwest Michigan is to define success on your own terms and not by comparison, because fulfillment is deeply personal. For Kathy, being named one of our bold women of business is both humbling and heartwarming, a reminder that purpose-driven work can transform not just individuals, but the communities we're all a part of. Let's give Kathy a big hand, please. Congratulations. All right, our next honoree is Kim Smith Olam of Hartford Township, who serves with the Southwest Michigan Community Action Agency, and they are very busy right now, so we are glad she took the time to be here with her staff. She leads there with passion, purpose, and an unwavering commitment to helping others in our community. Kim believes that bold women of business demonstrate their courage by showing up fully, even when those challenges seem daunting, and by always leading with integrity and empathy. She describes herself as courageous and strong, traits that guide her as she advocates for vulnerable individuals and families throughout our region. She says she's at her best when she's working directly with her team, creating solutions that make life better for those they serve at the SMCAA. Her parents, who instilled her in the values of compassion and perseverance, continue to inspire her every day. Kim's advice to other women is to never be afraid to show up as your best self. The world needs your ideas, your energy, and your voice. To her, being named in our Bold Women of Business is a profound honor, a reflection of service, leadership, and the belief that small acts of courage can lead to lasting change. Let's give Kim a big hand, please. I would be remiss if yes, please. Congratulations. Plug, Stuff a Truck, Rogers Foodland, next week. We better see you there, dropping off some cans or otherwise. We appreciate it very much. All right, our next honoree is Jamie Kastelik of St. Joseph, a real estate agent with the Greta V and Jamie Lee Group of At Properties and Christie's International Real Estate, where she helps people find not just houses, but homes. Jamie believes that bold women of business are those who are courageous enough to take risks, speak their truth, and stand up for others, even when it's uncomfortable. She describes herself as strong and distinctive, traits that shine through in how she connects with clients and build relationships rooted in trust. She says she was at her best when she spent days researching off-market opportunities to help a client achieve what seemed impossible, proving that persistence does pay off. Her family is her greatest source of inspiration, motivating her to grow and give her all every day. Jamie's advice to women here in Southwest Michigan is make sure you take up space and be bold enough to speak, act, and lead unapologetically. For her, being named one of our bold women of business is a celebration of courage, integrity, and the power of hard work done with heart. Let's give Jamie a big hand, please. Our next honoree is Laura Martin of St. Joseph, a project manager for strategy and marketing at our own Midwest Family Marketing and Media, where she brings creativity, organization, and positivity to every campaign she touches. And let me tell you, if she didn't touch them, I would have to, and you do a fantastic job. Laura believes that bold women of business don't wait for permission. They create their own opportunities and inspire others to do the same. She describes herself as confident, courageous, and distinctive, qualities that help her thrive in a fast-paced, ever-changing industry of media. Laura says one of her proudest moments came when she took a leap into this new role, proving to herself that growth comes from stepping into uncertainty. Her biggest inspiration is her son, whose curiosity and determination remind her to keep learning and moving forward. Laura's advice to women in Southwest Michigan is to own your voice. Your unique perspective is your edge. To her, being named one of our bold women of business is both humbling and validating, a reminder that confidence, creativity, and courage are the foundation of meaningful success. Let's give Laura a big hand, please. Our next honoree is Jennifer Martell, the president and owner of Apex Integrated Solutions Incorporated, a company that she built from the ground up in a field where women are still carving their space. Jennifer believes that bold women of business show their strength by pushing through obstacles, speaking up when it matters, and refusing to let barriers define their path. She describes herself as daring, fearless, and bright, a combination that has guided her as she's led her business with vision and persistence. Jennifer says she's at her best when challenging expectations and building relationships that create real progress. Her family inspires her each day to keep raising the bar and setting an example for the next generation of women in leadership. Her advice to all of us is to never let doubt drown your drive. Believe in your abilities even when others hesitate. For her, being named one of our bold women of business is a humbling recognition of perseverance, grit, and the power of staying true to your mission. Let's give Jennifer a big hand, please. Our next honoree couldn't join us this evening, but she does send her thanks, and she is Erin Wright of St. Joseph, the Chief People Officer at Connexus Group, where she helps shape a workplace culture built on collaboration, compassion, and accountability. Erin believes that bold women of business show their strength through authenticity and purpose, leading not only with expertise, but with empathy. She describes herself as confident, fearless, and strong, qualities that fuel her commitment to helping others reach their full potential. Erin says that she's at her best when making decisions that improve lives, strengthen teams, and support a thriving local workforce. Her inspiration has evolved over time, but today it comes from watching others grow under her leadership and seeing the ripple effect of empowerment. Her advice in Southwest Michigan for women is to stay true to who you are, because that authenticity will build trust, and trust builds influence. To Erin, being named one of the bold women of business is an honor that celebrates courage, connection, and the lasting impact of leading with heart. Let's have a hand for Erin Wright, please. And our final honoree may or may not be here, but I want to tell you about Joanna Welter of Stevensville, the co-founder and brand curator of Journeyman Distillery, where she crafts not only exceptional spirits, but a legacy of purpose and place. Joanna believes that bold women of business embrace both risks and modest wins, building something enduring step by step. She calls herself brave, and the evidence is unmistakable. From restoring a historic building and raising capital at a time when craft distilling was still pretty niche, to launching a 501c3 foundation in memory of her daughter and raising funds for local youth enrichment. Her nod to legacy and every small milestone reflect her hospitality roots at luxury brands and feed into how she leads today. Her advice to other women: own your narrative, lean into discomfort, and let your vision stretch beyond yourself. Being named to the Bold Women of Business means more to her than any recognition. It's an affirmation of resilience, of craftsmanship, and of building a brand that gives back as much as it grows. Let's have a hand for Joanna Welter. I don't believe she's here, but just to make sure, I didn't miss anyone, right? Everyone's here? Good. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a hand for our class of 2025 of the Bold Women of Business. Big thank you once again to all of our sponsors, to our hosts here at the Inn at Harbor Shores. And as a reminder, again, we'll have this live stream for you to show your friends and family. And the pictures that Shelley is producing here will be out in the next couple of days, and we will post those on the Facebook and Instagram for Moody on the Market. When you see those, please feel free to share them and encourage other women you know in the future, when this time comes around again in the future, to please make sure that you nominate them or encourage them to get a nomination in. We do appreciate this program growing quite a bit. And as always, come on up, take pictures, grab more food, more drinks, network with each other, and have a fantastic night. Thank you so much. Oh, yes.